in these neighborhoods is what makes it worse than the lead levels in Flint.
It was a community crisis that made headlines across the nation. Poisonous levels of lead that ended up in the water supply in the city of Flint, Michigan. We've even told you about how the Cleveland Water Department has discovered and also warned residents about elevated levels of lead in water. But there's a new report out there that shows lead levels here in Cleveland are higher than the levels that were found in Flint. News 5's James Gherardi has been digging into the report for us and went to find out what's being done about the lead levels. James?
Danita, hey, this is St. Clair Avenue behind me. If you take this 4 miles east, you'll get to the St. Clair, Superior, and Glenville neighborhoods. There, they have some of the highest concentrations of lead in the city.
Unlike in Flint, Michigan, the problem here is actually with the paint on the sides of all of these homes that you see around here.
For decades, old homes in Cleveland's St. Clair Superior neighborhood have been covered in old paint, lead paint.
And we saw blood lead levels really elevated for kids under the age of 6.
In fact, according to the CDC, half of all kids tested here in the last decade have had elevated levels of lead. A public health emergency, the public only now more aware because of the crisis in Flint.
It's now coming to the fore because you have so much dilapidated housing that's been and abandonment that's happened in this neighborhood and really on the east side of Cleveland.
It's important to identify children with high blood levels of lead, but equally as important is to actually crack down on the conditions that are causing that.
But the solution won't be easy. Federal, state, and local funding has all been cut to help reduce sources of lead.
Lifelong effects on those individuals, their families, everything.
It's important to note there has been major progress, though. A healthy food initiative, public education on the negative impacts of lead exposure, and increased testing has all proven to be effective. And Cleveland City Council is hoping next year to introduce a proposal they hope will reduce lead levels in rentals throughout the city. Reporting live in downtown Cleveland, I'm James Gherardi, News 5.